Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm going to be talking about the first episode of She-Hulk that just came out. I will be talking about the literal entire episode of it, so there's definitely going to be spoilers. If you don't mind that, continue watching. Otherwise, probably watch the episode if you care, and then come back here. Without further ado, let's just get into it. So just finished the She-Hulk episode 1 that just came out, and I thought it was pretty good. Just to give you some insight as to how much I know about She-Hulk, I did read the original comic run that came out in the 80s, where it was like 19 issues, and I am reading the 2022 comic run that's going on right now. I'm pretty sure it was just to sell off this TV show, or vice versa, people that watch the TV show to get interested into the comics, that kind of deal. But anyways, the best way I could describe the comics is it's just like a Jennifer Walters just slice of life kind of deal, where she's just, of course, she has this Hulk ability, but she's also dealing with her everyday life. And that's how this TV show tackles it. So I think it was done pretty well. So the show starts off with Jennifer Walters inside of her office with two of her friends. She's just talking about lawyer shit. And they do make some references to the original comic run here by bringing up, the fact that she's a savage lawyer or a savage Hulk or whatever, something like that. And yeah, that's just for people that are like, oh yeah, dude, that's from the comics. But I'm pretty sure they know what they're getting into. They probably realize that no one cares about the lawyer shit. They just want to get down to the She-Hulk part. So they start off with telling her origin story, and she's explaining how she's going on So they're going on the road trip, and all of a sudden this alien spaceship shows up and lands, doesn't land, it just hovers like right in front of them, so it freaks out Jennifer Walters. She drives off the road, only to crash the car. She comes out, she's bleeding, she tries to find Bruce, she goes around, tries to help him out of the car, and that's when she gets his blood into her wound, and immediately she starts turning into the She-Hulk. They don't even give it like a moment of her just going like, oh dude, I feel weird or whatnot, just fleshing it out. No, they instantly cut into the action. She turns into the She-Hulk, she runs off. Just like Bruce, she blacks out. This happens a few times until she wakes up inside of a room. She walks out of it because she hears Mexican music playing. She walks to the source of the music, only to encounter Bruce, who's in the Hulk form. They bring up the fact that he's called the Smart Hulk now. I'm pretty sure that's what fucking people on the internet are like calling him now. And he even brings up the fact that, yeah, I don't make up the name, it just happens. And I'm pretty sure that's just the writers probably acknowledging internet culture. A good portion of this is them trying to teach Jennifer Walters how to use her Hulk abilities, but she's like succeeding at every test that Bruce is giving her, which makes Bruce jealous, of course, so he starts showing off his strength. At some point, Jennifer gets frustrated with the fact that they're just spending too much time and that she feels confident in containing her Hulk abilities, but Bruce wants her to just be a superhero, which is pretty weird, forcing this person to just be something that she doesn't want to be, which I'm gonna bring up later for a specific reason that I found out today. But anyways, they get into an argument where Jennifer just wants to leave and just doesn't want to spend any more time wherever she is. She wants to get back to her life. She wants to go be a lawyer. And Bruce just wants to keep her there. So they both get really angry. They Hulk out. They fight each other. It's a pretty decent fight. I like it. I was just like, oh wow, they're fighting each other on the first episode. This is the kind of shit you want to see. You want to see the Hulks fight. But they ended up smashing this bar that Bruce Banner ended up making with Tony Stark. So she ended up feeling bad, ended up helping him rebuild the bar. So she ended up staying longer. At some point, she did leave in good terms with Bruce. And that's when we get to the very ending scene, where she's back to being a lawyer, she's practicing, she's in court right now, when a character, Titania, shows up, which is from the comics. Secret Wars is where she was introduced, which is weird how I'm not sure how they're gonna explain wherever the hell she's from in this. but let's see where that goes. But anyway, she shows up in a very comic book fashion, breaks down the wall in the courtroom, and Jennifer Walters hulks up, beats her down, and then the credits roll. That's basically the end of that. It was a very good episode. I liked it, very enjoyable. I really like the fight that Jennifer Walters had with Bruce when they both hulked out. It felt really like real in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but before I watched the episode, there's this clip online on the Marvel website where they sort of introduced all the people that worked on the TV show. And then they go to the writer, and she's talking to the interviewers, or whatever the hell you would call them. I don't know. She explains to them how her parents are probably gonna show up, but they're probably not gonna be like very approval of what she accomplished, and that got me thinking. I'm like, why would you say that? Why would they leave this in this little interview trying to showcase this TV show, right? I'm pretty sure it's people that didn't have enough content about her for this little clip that they're doing, this little promo. But it got me thinking about how she probably has parents that are very against what she personally finds as like a good career that she personally enjoys, and she probably passed that on to this TV show, because you really got to see that kind of element in this episode, which is probably why I enjoyed it. I didn't watch any of the trailers because I didn't want to spoil anything about it, you know. I made that mistake with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I would watch every trailer, and then when I finally got to see the movie, it was like, oh wow, I basically had already seen all these jokes in the trailer, so this movie wasn't that good as the first one. Of course, I didn't watch the trailers for the first one. So anyways, yeah, this is basically me going in blind. But I really did enjoy the episode. It was fun. It was better than Miss Marvel. That show, I didn't get past the first episode. It felt very goofy, corny. I didn't like it. But this one was at the very least funny and enjoyable, like entertaining. But anyways, yeah, that's what I thought about the first episode of She-Hulk. If you enjoyed me talking about it, subscribe, like, whatever people do, and I'll see you later. Peace.